What's up everyone, Zero here. Welcome back to another episode of the TLDR Crafting Guide. In this video, I'm going to go over the Poison BAMA Quiver, the one that has double dot multi with the flat added chaos damage on it. This is a very straightforward craft, so it's going to be a very brief video. This craft in particular will cost anywhere between 15 and 25 divine, depending on how unlucky you get, but the finished product can sell anywhere up to 100 divine. So it's well worth it. It's a very good quiver if you're running a 250% Widow Hail. So with that, let's get into it. So you're going to want to start with a Vile Arrow Quiver, level 83 or above. The first thing you want to do is Blessed Orb the item to get the implicit to 15% of physical damage as extra chaos. And then we're going to use a Hunter's Exalted Orb on it. This is going to go ahead and add the Hunter's influence to it. And this is going to open up this pool of modifiers on the item. So next, we're going to pop over here to the Harvest Bench, and we are going to Reforge Chaos. Now what we are looking for is tier 1 chaos damage over time multiplier with tier 1 damage over time multiplier. I got max tier 2, so I decided just to run with it just for the purpose of this video. And on top of that, it's the beginning of the league, so I don't have that much currency. Now this can be the most expensive part of the craft, because what you need to end up with is the 2 dot multis and an open prefix. And sometimes when you're reforging chaos, it's going to fill the whole item. So you're going to have to do a little bit of annulling. And what can happen is it can take off one of your dot multis. So you got to reforge. Thankfully, it's 1 divine for 70 reforges right now. And that price is going to fluctuate throughout the league. However, I was able to get this with 4 or 5 divines. So if you end up in a position where you have your 2 dot multis and it's all filled up, all you have to do is get an open suffix and an open prefix. Roll suffixes cannot be changed and hit scour, and it will go ahead and put it to like I have the item right here. The next step is we are going to go ahead and do multi-mod, and then we are going to go ahead and do suffixes cannot be changed. Pop over here, back over to the Harvest Bench, and then the reason why we do this is because the only thing that can roll on this when we reforge chaos is the flat chaos damage. So that's going to roll the flat chaos. We got tier 1, pretty lucky. We're going to go back over here to the crafting bench, and we are going to remove the crafted modifier and then craft cannot roll attack modifier. So if we look here at what's already on the item, everything has the attack tag on it. So we roll cannot roll attack modifiers. So that way, when we use the Exalted and the Annul, the only thing that can be affected is the meta mod and then whatever we exalt on there. So those stay safe. So that's the hardest part of the craft. So from here, we just roll cannot roll attack modifiers, and then we just exalt and annul until we get what we want. Sometimes you're going to annul off cannot roll attack modifiers, so you might have to craft it back on, but it's no big deal. Your 2 suffixes and your 1 prefix are going to be safe. So we roll. I got tier 1 max life and projectiles pierce. I didn't want that, so I will go ahead and annul that off. I will go back to the bench, and then I will go ahead and continue exalting. I got 32% increased damage with bow skills, and then I got a decent life roll. It can obviously be higher, but I just wanted to finish this for the purpose of the video, just so you can see how it's done. And as you can tell right here, I ran out of currency, so I had to take what I could get. You roll that, you get your increased damage with bow skills and max life, and then you pop back over to the crafting bench, remove the crafted modifier, and then you just roll on attack speed. And there you go. So just to go over it with you guys again real quick, you're going to Hunter Exalt Slam the quiver, go to the Harvest Bench, you're going to Reforge Chaos until you get the double dot multi with an open prefix. You're going to roll multi-mod, suffixes cannot be changed. You're going to go over to the Harvest Bench, Reforge Chaos. That's going to give you your flat chaos. Once you have that, the craft is done. Go back over, roll cannot roll attack modifiers, and then you just annul and exalt until you get what you want. And that's it. It's fairly simple. So if you guys found this video helpful at all, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.